Train kept a rolling all night long. Monster train, that is. We're yet to get any Covenant win with the Awoken and the Stygian Guard, so we'll give them a try today on Covenant 4, where minor bosses have got increased damage. Let's roll out. Restoration Detonation, always happy to see it. Restoring Retreat, so we could descend everything onto the bottom floor and make an Uber floor, maybe. And an Offering card. So, tempering our strength, let's see. +3 magic power, that seems pretty strong with the Stygian Guard as our backup. And it'll boost our heals. We haven't got any stings yet, so yeah, +3 magic power is the way to go, I think. Now, do we want revenge or do we want spikes? Probably spikes, I would say. We need a bit of early damage if we're going to take down these bosses. And do we want an extra +4 on everything? Let's give it a try. So, Sentient bottom floor, Trained Steward. Second Trained Steward up there to be descended, perhaps. Might let a few lines slip through, but what can we do about that, really? Let's see. So we've got Frozen Lance. Let's play another Trained Steward up top. Now, so Frostbite 10, 8 damage, so that's 18. So that does take out the top line. Still no Restoring Retreat. One of those survives, so it can be descended next turn. I was hoping for a Restoration Detonation in this hand. Didn't get it. Let's see. 115, we're getting there. There we go. Train Stewards. They're pretty awful still, but they did the job there. I do like a good Wildwood Sap. I really do. Offering Token. We've got 2 Titan's Tooth in the deck, so that seems like a good bet. I do like Helical Crystallis though. I'll take an Offering Token first, and then I'll take damage spells later, maybe. So you sit behind the Awoken, spell weakness people, and then I use spells on them as they go up the floors? Or do we just get more damage by playing a Nameless Siren? How many spells are we going to play on the bottom line? Most of our healing spells. We've got an Offering Token, so that's some extra spell cast every turn. Let's go for the Siren. Maybe a tank for the second floor. Let's see, no real tanks in there. Although I'm looking to descend things, aren't I, really? So descending a sweeper, for giving quick, although it's not the sweeper I'd want to do that with, that'd be the Shat Shell. What's coming up? A Stygian Banner. An Awoken Banner further down. I don't think I'll take either of those. Should have probably checked the shop first just to see what was on offer. Nothing terribly useful. Quick. Reduces the amount of damage taken by the Sentient, maybe. Although you're going to be hitting a big front liner most of the time. I definitely want multi-strike on you. I think I'll save my money. That side was a bit of a bust. Maybe I should have gone the other way and looked for holdover for the offering token. So marker invasion means you want to set up on the top floor really, so you can stop it all. But the Sinner's Burden means you want to set up on the bottom floor. I think we'll skip this one. We didn't spend any money last floor, so we don't need the money quite so badly. And, I mean, the first one. Oh, he's not getting through because of the spikes, of course. Lovely. Yeah, we'll have a train steward up there. Now, let's see. Bit more damage on you. So kind of let one slip through. But we've only just let them slip through, so they're going to get one swing on the pie. That's not the end of the world. Now, 147. Yeah, I think just direct damage. Oh, that's enough. Good. It's enough thanks to our Tempered Talisman. 2 damage taken. That's fine. Another Wildwood Sap, and then we just go all in on healing. We get the Rejuvenating Sentient if they show up. I do like Wildwood Sap. Another Offering Token, that reduces the need for holdover on the first one. But a Crypt Builder. Merchant of Magic, Merchant of Magic. There isn't a Merchant of Magic for another 3 floors. I'll take the Offering Token. Now we're still looking for multi-strike on our backliner. But are we looking for more units to descend as well? And maybe reduce the cost of restoring retreat? There we go, turns out we didn't need the second offering token after all. Oh well. Might still come in handy, especially if we chuck more offering cards in the deck. No point re-rolling. 10 magic power though. So that's an extra 10 healing and an extra 50 damage. Can't argue with that. Put a bunch of card draw on the bottom floor as well. Yeah, let's do that. Now, 5 copies for something. Does 5 copies of Wildwood Sap just basically guarantee us lots of victory? Might do. Let's find out. Kind of makes the restoration detonation a little less useful, but we might get the chance to play those on the second floor and the units we're thinking about descending. So let's play all that out. And we'll draw a card, but then we'll have no ember to play it. Is there anything we desperately don't want to go past? Not really. That's fine. Odds were good that it was going to be one of those. So there we go. Bam! Damage to everything. Lovely. Taking a lot of damage this turn. Let's regen some of that. 15 regen already. Thankfully we haven't got the Seraph that's cleansing, so all is well. Yeah, you're sneaking up, that's fine. So 40 damage, lovely. And we'll discard a Titan's Tooth. Extra card play, so you're up to 24 damage now. Pretty good going. Our totem has expired, but that was to be expected. Yeah, you're still going to die in one hit to the pyre, but it couldn't stop you from getting there. Not the end of the world. Plenty more regen, which is always nice, and let's pop a train steward there. Nice. Let's get one of those out. Bit more frostbite on Dades. Second steward up there, and more regen and more spell casting just for the incant triggers. Final wave, boss is dead, so you're not a problem. I was hoping that'd be the case. We could really use those restores out of the deck now. So much regen. It's good stuff. Now, how does adaptive mutation work with the nameless siren? So she's 10-15. If we use it straight away, she becomes a 15-10. Then say we cast 5 spells, she becomes a 20-10. A 20-10, yeah. And think about if we took consume off. No, we'll save that sort of fun strategy for the Hellborn. Enhancing a unit with 10, applying spikes 4. Are we going to take energy after this? Because if we are, that might be nice. I think we will. Now, do we want a second encounter that we then descend? They're not good until they've descended, but when they descend, then they're good. Let's take another siren, see if we can go double siren. And we will take the Ember. So, we've still got train stewards that want to go, because train stewards always want to go. But I'd quite like an artifact. Split Anvil works very nicely with Cycle of Life, and then we can take some more expensive Stygian cards as well. It works nicely with the Titan Tooths. I do love Guild Marker, but I'm taking Split Anvil on this occasion. See, one of those could sit up top and be... Which one's best if it's descended? The Awoken Hollow. But I don't want to spend my rejuvenate, my regens on anything other than my big spiky sentient tank, really. So we're not going to be a Hollow Man today. Yeah, we'll go for the explodey one. Lower health, but we've got Cycle of Life, so it's pretty good. Spell Shield 2, is that much of a problem? It's annoying, certainly. think it might be alright though, because how much damage are we doing with our spells? We've got Frozen Lances. And yeah, we're dealing a bit with Titan's Tooth, but most of our damage is coming from the creatures. I think we're okay. Even though we've got Stygian in the deck, we'll take it. So, bottom floor can be either of the Sirens, basically. That damage goes through, even though they've got Spell Shield, which is nice. And we'll still cast the other spells just for the incant triggers. Trained stewards can get out of the way. Ah. Now then, there's our Cycle of Life. And we've still got the Ember left to play the Nameless Siren up there. That's the boosted one, but Spell Shield gets in the way anyway. And we've drawn a bunch of cards we didn't need. Never mind. So what's going on up here? You're getting through with a fair amount of damage, that's not ideal. So we'll just straight up play Titan's Tooth. At least that reduces the damage you're doing to the pyre. We've got one Ember left, so we'll drop one of those. And there's Restore and Retreat, fantastic. Now we've got all our Sirens on the same floor. It's a little late, but we'll live with it. So 2 hits there, brief respite, so you're going to get 1 hit on the pyre. Now, I think we'll prevent that just because we can. 15 damage, 10 from the frostbite. Nah, still maybe getting 1 hit. Ah well. Bunch of incant triggers. We could really use that Merchant of Steel though, so we can buff our Sirens. I mean, we've got the kill, that's the main thing. Bit of spike damage, bit of explosive healing damage. It's all good. 15 damage taken, and we got 150 gold. Yeah, I'm content with that. Could be a replacement for the monument once the monument's gone, but rooting enemies could be useful every now and again as well. It'd be fun to fill up the bottom floor with totems, but is it necessary? Probably not. Let's take another offering card. Alright, Merchant of Steel seems like a plan. Large stone. See, it's not a problem in general, but if I get the large stone before I get the totem. Who benefits most from it? You've got less health to begin with, so if I put it on you, then that protects you from sweep and spikes very nicely. If we give you a bigger butt, then you get more card draw for us. Endless. That could go on the totem and just give us... Well, I'd have to descend it after the first time though, wouldn't I? Maybe give you damage. A battlestone would have been nice. Or a runestone maybe. Runestone would be, again, spike protection and whatnot. And then one multi-strike. Merchant of Steel next to floor. But I really want the train steward out of the deck. And I might need the health, who knows. Protects you from sweep. If I don't take it, I might regret it. So yeah, we'll splash the cash. And we'll save a slot for something else. So, don't really need to swap units about, so we'll just take cheaper units. Swapping them about is kind of irrelevant when we've got a spiker on the ground floor. So do we set up higher up? If they go to the top, they only deal 2 damage because none of them will die if we just ignore them. We're probably going for Pyre Health next session, so let's take it and then we'll just ignore the top 2 floors for the purposes of preventing the invasion. Alright, there you go. See, we got the big one, so we can't descend our totem. But then if we play the big one, sap them, and play out a train steward just so it dies. Yeah, we'll do that. So that floor now will make it up to the top pretty much. We took like 6 damage. They're sapped, so they're not an issue. And there's the Restoring Retreat. Fantastic. So they dealt 6 damage because they were still slightly sapped, that's fine. Yeah, Offering Monument, see, doesn't get a play now, really. It can sit up there. And then we'll buff up with some spells. So Restoring Retreat has gone, we're not getting it back for a handful of turns. More health for you is always nice. Regen, always good. And can't argue with some more offering spells. Excellent, so you're getting up and getting 1 hit. Oh no, Frostbite got you. Excellent. Regen. Beautiful regen. Is there anything regen doesn't help me with? The 2 main ones I'm worried about are the Lifesteal boss and this stealth boss. But no, it's fine. And yeah. Regen protects us even though we can't hit back, and then when we can hit back, Crystal Cloak is just not an issue. 24 damage taken for those coins, but we're getting 20 back, so I'm okay with that. Engraph just helps keep things going. Another Guardian's Amulet. Apply silence to enemy units. When's that going to be useful? There's one boss it's particularly useful against. But is that enough to take it? I'll take an amulet. Split anvil plus offering cards equals fun time. So it's been a while for these train stewards, but they're now done. 2 of them at least. Consume removal on a world with sap in case I've not got enough of them. No, I don't think that's entirely necessary. Now, if I make a spell cheaper, I can make Cycle of Life cheaper. It'll still make all the 1 costs free. It was never making the offering cards free because they got the same cost anyway. And if I get to play an offering card through discarding it, then it makes the Cycle of Life free. 20 magic power and consume. I could play that on a restore just to give it consume, to get it out of the deck, to make the deck a bit tighter. Because it's a thick deck, it's 32 cards. So it's basically 20 gold for a slightly worse card removal. Which I'll take. Do I want to upgrade the other offering token with holdover? Or do I want to upgrade an offering card with holdover? That seems like a plan, because then I just get free spells every turn. We'll get rid of the other train stewards. Yeah, there's a lot of chaff in this deck. Frozen Lance isn't really setting the world on fire, but at least it's a spell. So it's a spell shield and armor. Should be fine. So you go there, and you're up there. Burn through some of the spell shields. These clip reflectors are a pain in the bum. But we should be okay to deal with them. And yeah, sod it, we'll let this one clip reflector get really big, I think, because it's fine. Look at this, everything's getting cheap, it's amazing. Maybe we'll keep him down here for a bit. Could that hurt? Where's our restoring retreat? We've burned through nearly the entire deck in like 2 turns. And we haven't got our retreat. It's in the bottom 3 cards of the deck. There it is. So, get that down there first before we start casting any other spells. Now we're making progress. Yeah, that's looking good. So how much frostbite have you lads got? 28. You're dying fairly fast. 19, you're not dying as fast. It's fine. And now everything's free. Now, do I sap those boys again, maybe? Gives them 10 extra armor, but it costs them 6, then 4, then 2? Maybe not worth it. I don't know. I'm not going to do it anyway. I'm going to focus on this bottom floor. Where everything's going to get horribly murderized. So even without the multi-strikes, these guys are doing alright. So we took, what, 3 hits there? You're dead, good. I am liking this make all your spells free, pretty much. It's pretty cool. How big's our deck now? 2, 15, 17. So, 13 of our cards are exhausted. Or consuming. We've got an active deck of 17, that's alright. And a sap, just because it's another spell. So by the time she's come down, we've got a 52 and an AC 6. 38 rage. Delicious. And yeah, she's already dead. But we'll throw on an extra 20 odd frostbite just for the funsies. And that's fell down. She fell down. So, do we need to add much else? Are we setting up on the top floor? We can't set up on the top floor in the final fight, so... I'm just worried about those extra 10 damage guys that are going to spawn in every now and again. Siren Song might help off the odd one of those, but most of the time it's a dead card. Let's skip that. More draw. Yes. Now, we've still got no Merchants of Steel. There's one. Are any artifacts terribly useful to us? The Pyre Health definitely is. Let's see. Got a couple of little cats fighting behind me, but we'll ignore that and move on. They'll behave themselves at some point. What are you two doing, you little sausages? Maybe it's cost reduction on Guardian's Amulet. Pyre Health, nice. Maybe not necessary though at this point. Let's go see what's going on in the cabins. No, we're healing, so we can't take that. Now that gives me back Pyre Health. Every now and again. I recall that being pretty useful last time I took it, so yeah, we'll do that. And let's see. That's probably not necessary because little guys... I mean, that might help if a little guy spawns on the second floor, goes up, takes damage, goes up again, takes damage before they can hit the pyre. Double stack, you say? Double stack's always nice. Double stack on our holdover Titan's Tooth. 20. Will you behave yourselves, you little peas? Yeah, we'll do that. Plus 10. The other restoration deck. I mean, they've not proved to be terribly useful. For once. They normally are, but then when you've got like 7 Wildwood Saps in the deck, not so much. What might I want damage on? Just a frozen lance, maybe, or the other Titan's tooth. Yeah. And cost reduction, perhaps on one of these Guardian amulets, just to make it cheaper. Forget the other. I don't think I need to re-roll though. I think we'll save some cash for the next floor. And we're doing a whole lot of healing. 75 versus 70 doesn't really matter. The main threat you've got with the regen deck is that you might take more damage in one turn than you've got HP for. Armor decks are fine with that because they can just plonk on more armor, but regen decks not so much. Are we really going to be hitting the enemy units that much? Spikes 5 is a lot. But we have gone ahead and spike-proofed our sirens. Specifically for this sort of thing. And it didn't cost us 400 gold to do it either, so we're in profit if we win this one. They get multi-strike, that's not the end of the world. Lovely. That's exactly what we wanted to draw. Now our nameless siren goes down. Siren of the Sea goes up. Now we're looking for restoring retreat, basically. Not finding it yet. So it's one cost at the moment, isn't it? So no dice. Now, I could do with actually not getting it this turn, because then we can get that kill. But I still want it as quickly as possible. How much frostbite you got? Oh, you're dying before you reach the top anyway. I keep forgetting about frostbite, which just makes it like a nice bonus. It's pretty good. Everything's now free. Actually, I should move you down first. And then I should play things. Excellent. So, now each turn... I find that with my successful decks a lot of the time, the turns generally often look the same. They're consistent. Good consistent monster train, that's what we need. That makes everything free. And let's see. Oh, I should have discarded the Frozen Lance because restoring retreat on the Sentient would have dealt more damage. Not important on this occasion, but could be at some point. No enemy units to root, unfortunately. And the boss is already dead. So now we're just playing things for the fun. 34 regen at the start of the combat. Yeah, job well done. Now Bramble Ash is good damage, but we did only take 10 spikes by base. So it's still 100 damage. And then with every cycle of life. Why not? Why the heck not? And Crystalline Seeds is just another spell to cast on the bottom floor. But yeah, we're still at 31 cards. I think we'll be okay without that for now. We're not a Frostbite deck anyway. So, Merchant of Steel could put the icing on the cake with some multi-strikes. Large stone. I don't know if I want 2 large stones. Definitely want multi-strike, so who's getting bigger, better? The rage bonuses you're getting are more beneficial. You're becoming more damage than the Siren of the Sea is. But Siren of the Sea can just have plus 10, because can't hurt. What might I remove from the deck? Let's have a look at the trinkets first. Third spell of the turn, magic power. 7 Emerald on the first turn of battle. It's never awful, but I might want 2 if I re-roll. So I'll pass on it for now. I'll definitely take Winged Steel. Boon of the Blacksmith seems good, just generally. And Snare's not doing a lot. It's a good card, but it's not doing a lot for me now. And nor is Restoration Detonation, much to my chagrin. So, 155 left. Do I need to remove a card? I don't think so. I'm happy with my little 29 card deck now. So, let's see what you got, Seraph. Two can play at the SAP game, as you'll see shortly. So, what have we got? Ah, there's Restoring Tree way too early. Because we don't need to... Yeah, we're going to have to cycle through the deck before we see that again. Ah, well. So there's our Siren, that's good. That's a start, at least. Let's prevent a whole bunch of damage there and get some extra draw. Yeah, that Winged Steel is going to be useful, I think. The Siren of the Sea is missing out on a bunch of incant triggers at this point, but so be it. And there's our Offering Monument, so now we can start drawing our way back through the deck to get that Restoring Retreat. Jeez, that's a lot of draw. I forgot about Winged Steel. But that's fine, because we should now just be casting one to draw one. So, Offering Token. And then, oh, we've drawn 2 there. But I did want to make everything else a bit cheaper. I mean, we'll just Bramble Lash anyway. So you've got 45 and no Frostbite. Yeah, it's not perfect playing cards up here, but we'll do it anyway. Now you're down in 1 hit to the boss, so you're dealing 10. I'm getting back 5. That's livable. There's Restoring Retreat. Sweet, so we're basically not worrying at this stage. What if I sap you as well? And then, yeah, you're no longer a problem. And I think we're probably good. Now we'll get some frostbites on Seraph just for the fun of it as well. Alright, you've got 74 left, so sod it, let's just blow you up there. And then just play the entire hand. Ah, this is good fun. Good clean fun. One might go so far as to say this is delicious. You may as well just come down, Sarah, because it's over. Now, 122. There it is. I was wondering where Bramble Lash might show up. And then we play everything else. You gotta love it when your deck steamrolls properly. Oh, there's a lot of rustling coming from the cat tunnel down there. That sounds like Wes and Yuki are continuing their punch up. Awful little puskins. Come on down. There you go. Yep, you're already dead. Which is good, because if you weren't, I was going to panic, to be honest. Let's see. I don't know why it's so satisfying to just keep playing spells even though you've already won. But it is. It's just fun. So it turns out, yeah, 5 times multiplication on the old Wildwood Sap. Pretty strong. Pretty much a deck winner all by itself. Ah, Covenant 5 already. Might have to keep this series going a little longer before I put it on hiatus. We'll have to see. But we will see. Covenant 5, minor battles now have additional enemies, so every fight's going to get a bit longer. A couple more gold cards. And let's have a look. Ping, ping, ping. So that was Awoken Stygian. Stygian Awoken is still something we've not sorted. And yeah, there's still a few gaps to fill in there, but we'll keep progressing. And that'll be what we'll do next time. Thank you for watching, guys.